Well, I moved here to northern Texas back in, well, it's a very hell of years ago, but I was actually born in Oregon, Eugene. So, I'm gonna tell the story of my life. It started out pretty ugly. There was like chickens and hens all over the place. Nobody had no time for me. It was like the animals were more important than me. The only job I had was to kill them raccoons coming over the chicken fence. The good thing about that was that I had to use a gun. And there's nothing more I love than shooting with a gun. Now what the fuck was that? Now, the city where I come from, there's a big attitude problem. We got this colored fella, gonna get one. He just makes a mess around town, and sometimes I need to tell him to, be quiet. This is disturbing the peace in town. I remember the big town when the sandstorms were coming into town, and I was barricading myself to my home. I had all this kind of good wood from the upstate of Montana. And that black guy wanted to come to my home with his family, and I said, dude, back off, build your own home. This is America. And then I went to service to Vietnam. I was on the Hanoi front. I got a bullet in my ass. Had to get back home. And then in town, everybody had changed. Now there was Mexican all over the place, owning burrito places. But I want my steak. They only had burritos. For one black fella, now there was 10. And I just, what the heck? I need to move out of here. But I thought, wait a minute, this is my home. I ain't gonna move away from my home. The only one who's gonna move away is them fellas. So I talked with my neighbor Johnson, and I told him, you better lock up your daughters, because we're gonna have a problem tonight. And I told him, you better come with me to town, bring a rifle, we're gonna have a shoot off. Now, we're walking to town, we saw these 3 Mexican fellas. And I swear to God, there was one Mexican, I would have cut him right open on the street, but I could keep my cool. It was just like in Nam when I had to kill about 20 gooks. It was the same instinct I had. So I told my friend Johnson, you better take my gun or something bad's gonna happen tonight. And he took my gun, and I told those Mexican guys, hey Mexicans, please, we only want peace. Can you take your burrito stands to maybe go to like the next village or something? And they said, well, they couldn't do that because they were on the run from the government, And I told him, well, then I better call the police. But in that moment, I got shot. And I woke up in the hospital 5 miles away. Now, here I am in the forest, living by myself. I'm not allowed to get in town. My family, I don't know where they are.